Last time on I Pickleball, we met the Earleys in Georgia. This month, we head west to hear the unique story of Chris Thomas and how tennis pros and their clubs are fully embracing pickleball. I Pickleball is powered by Highlands Leg Cramps, proud supporter of pickleball players everywhere.
I'm Chris Thomas. I'm both a local ambassador in Palm Desert, but I've been the Western Region Director for about 6 years now. In terms of the evolution of the sport here at Coachella Valleys, it hasn't always been people coming to me. It's been, in the beginning, myself going out to country clubs, RV parks, tennis facilities, and then saying, hey, there's a new sport. Would you mind if we come in and introduce and do a free clinic? We don't charge anything. We'll bring the balls. We'll bring the nets. We'll bring the paddles.
I've lived in Palm Desert for 5 years. That's where I met Chris Thomas, and we call him Mr. Pickleball.
He would invite everybody to play. No, it doesn't matter if you had a great rating or no rating or good player or bad player, whatever. He would make sure that you try this pickleball, and he would make sure that you like it.
14 years ago when I first started with the city, I knew nothing about the sport of pickleball until we met Chris Thomas. Chris is passionate about the sport, came and introduced the city to the sport of pickleball, and we owe a lot to his advocacy on pickleball's behalf. When Chris first began coming to the City Commission's meetings, the city dual-striped a couple of courts at each location and quickly found the demand was exceeding what we had out there. We started looking at our facilities, identified an underutilized Freedom Park for tennis, and we converted the 2 tennis courts there into 8 pickleball courts.
It took about 5 years to get dedicated courts in the city of Palm Desert and to have 8 of them. It's public, it's free, and we've seen new players every day come up there and play.
I think the growth of the pickleball in Coachella Valley is just growing by leaps and bounds. I mean, Freedom Park is becoming very well known. They're getting waiting lines of 20, 30 people just to get on a court.
In terms of the relationship with the tennis community here, I would say it's been a very positive one. It has not been antagonistic. It's taken some time for the pickleball community to get into certain tennis areas and country clubs and everything. But for example, Marson at the Lakes Country Club in Palm Desert, we had a demo there years ago. He invited us in, and now he's got several courts there. He is playing pickleball in tournaments now. He could see right away the benefits of pickleball as a sport, not only for himself, but for all the people that he teaches in the country club.
My name is Marcin Ospensky. I'm a sports director at the Lakes Country Club. My whole life I've been playing tennis. I started playing tennis when I was 6, played Davis Cup for my country, for Poland, and now this whole new obsession is pickleball. A lot of the pros are looking down at this pickleball. I have 4 or 5 guys going, Marcin, I'm worried that my members will not like this. That this is a stepchild kind of sport. And I keep telling them and I keep promoting this sport, saying, no, you can turn this into a beautiful department. You can turn this into an incredible event that your members will love. It's been very successful. We have 50 players playing every single day. Some of the tennis players are going into playing pickleball. So it's a big plus for our community, for our tennis center here at the Lakes.
My name is Blake Wilcox. I'm the Director of Tennis at Andalusia Country Club in La Quinta, California. I've been playing tennis my whole life. I've switched over to pickleball just because it's quick, it's new, it's fun. I got involved with pickleball maybe 3 or 4 years ago through Chris Thomas, who was the ambassador. He came out to Andalusia, did a couple demos for us here. The members loved it, I loved it. The owners and management of the club were very willing to try it out. We put in a couple courts and the rest is history. What we have today is party on the east side, meaning we have all sorts of fun on the east side of the club. I'll probably have 3 or 4 tennis courts going, as well as 4 courts of pickleball with maybe 15 people waiting to get on the courts. I've got a stereo going. Yes, it's loud, but the people enjoy it.
So the tennis pickleball relationship, even between the College of the Desert, where we introduced pickleball there as a PE class 4 years ago, it's been sold out every semester. And here's another guy, for example. Morgan Evans is one of the tennis teachers at Shadow Mountain. That's also in the Palm Desert area.
At Shadow Mountain Resort, it's been a very successful tennis club and resort for many, many years. And over the last few years, we've embraced pickleball, trying to promote the idea that the two sports can coexist safely together. It can test your movement, burn calories, but more importantly, it's a great tactical workout. And I see a lot of players being able to beat younger, stronger, faster players with just more sound tactics, good touch and feel. And often those players are still playing tennis, and they see that the effect of one sport has on the other can really be beneficial.
This is one of the things I want to emphasize about the tennis players that have embraced the sport and the pros. They'll come over to Freedom, and they won't be off in a corner playing another 5-0 person. They will mix and integrate and play with anybody, and they have a lot of fun.
All of our players, you know, from our 3-0s to our 5-0s, just love watching and or playing with them, and they're super generous. They play with everybody.
That's the culture of pickleball, is being with others of all different skill levels and playing and just having fun.
So the city's very pleased with what we've done out at Freedom Park. The users are very happy with the facility. We have an open line of communications with them. We're constantly finding out new ways of improving that facility in the way we use it and the way it looks. It's a growing trend, it's a growing sport, and it's done nothing but good things for our community.
In the end, pickleball will succeed because the sport sells itself. And no, it always hasn't been right off the bat successful, but now I myself as an ambassador, or all the other local ambassadors, we don't even have to go and promote pickleball. The clubs, the tennis facilities, they're coming to us and asking us if they would come out and demo the sport.
I love the competitiveness of pickleball. It brings me back to my professional volleyball days and my coaching days, and always being in that competitive environment.
All ages can play. It is a friendly, competitive game. Get to play with a lot of different levels, and even the higher levels of players really want us to learn the game.
If I could talk to any director of tennis at another facility, I would definitely have them give pickleball a try. It just opens up so many new avenues, so many new people, and so many new functions you can put on your courts.
I'd say jump straight on in, head first. It'll be great for the members. It's such a social sport. It makes use of the court space you've got, and they love it.
You just can't help but love the sport once you start playing it and being around the people who play it.
No matter where you are, pickleball can bring us together to celebrate community, learn new things, and have fun. If you know someone we should feature on a future episode, we would love to hear from you. All you have to do is send us an email and tell us your idea. This episode of I Heart Pickleball has been brought to you by Highlands Leg Cramps, America's #1 over-the-counter leg cramp medicine. For more information, go to highlands.com.